Good afternoon, YouTube family. Martinez Country Home here. Today's Tuesday, June the 7th, 2022. Guys, today I just want to talk. This weekend, I went and did like a little what I call a prep run. I like to go to Sam's and to the local grocery store, but for bulk items, of course, I'll go to Sam's. And basically, the prices there at Sam's were the same from the past couple of months that I've been going. The grocery store, that's another matter. Mainly canned goods have really gone up, especially canned meats. And really today, I'm not really here to talk about um, the food, in as much that we all know that it's going up, especially the canned meats. They're going up. They've gone up. Like at Walmart, I used to buy. I don't really go to Walmart a lot, guys. I don't buy groceries at Walmart, but I do like to buy certain canned goods that I always find there. And one of them is it's like chicken breast and it's rib meat. I mean, it tells you it's mixed up, but I like the flavor. And those cans have gone up from like 198, and now they're like 323 a can. And they went up like, on that one was not gradual at all. It went up pretty fast. For the most part, all the canned goods have gone up, especially canned meats. And so the reason I'm mentioning that is because we've been talking. I've been telling people for years how um, there is a weapon. There's a war on humanity, and and it just seems, that war is so apparent now. It's so obvious, and people just don't seem to realize what's going on. They're really taking it, as far as the way they see it is it's just part of life, I guess. They don't see anything. They see inflation as something that's normal, when really, guys, it's not. It's not, especially not the way it's gone up these past few months. Um, what I wanted to talk about today, and I've mentioned it in other videos, but what I wanted the topic really is, uh, we are under attack, guys. They've taken away our ability to buy food, and not so much that it's not there, but it's just so high. They've taken away our our energy in the form of very high gas prices. And the reason that I say that that they've taken it away is in that the high food prices is because of the policies that our government has implemented. The same thing with energy, with the oil, and not mining, not drilling, and shutting down excuse me, refineries. They want to shut down coal plants. So all of these things are contrived and on purpose. Um, um, they've taken away. They've our food has gone up. Our energy in the form of gasoline and oil. I mean, yeah, oil, and even a lot of the products, the products like to change our oil and stuff like that. At least where I'm at, is very hard to get. Sometimes the selection is not there. Um, uh, our 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 vehicles now, the gasoline is very high, and now they're talking about, uh, Joe Biden is talking about wanting to increase the ethanol in that gasoline, and that ethanol is not good for our engines, guys. It's just like sometimes when you put that stable on some in the gas, to preserve it. A lot of times it doesn't react well, especially with the small engines. I mean, it gums it up and stuff like that. Well, that ethanol basically is gonna have that same effect if you add it, if you add too much of it. And um, so what's gonna happen when your cars start breaking down, and we already, as it is, most people's budgets are very tight. You know, um, it's gonna be um, very hard to afford, a new engine, or your fuel system, your injectors or the sensors, all that stuff. I mean, now years ago, I remember I ran into videos from this lady named Deborah Tavares, and she has this paper that she would always talk about, this paper called "Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars," and these, and it's basically the powers that be uh, waging a war on humanity, but very, not overtly, but very quiet, very subtle. Um, Asymmetrical warfare, fourth generation warfare, psychological warfare, and that's what they're doing, guys. The weakest people, the most vulnerable, are the ones that are gonna suffer first and suffer the most. And um, and the thing is that what's very disheartening to me is seeing how people, they're very caught up with the media and very caught up with entertainment. So many people were caught up with this Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, um, when there was another trial that should have been aired, and it wasn't, regarding child trafficking and all that. And I think y'all know what I'm talking about. That trial received very little attention. But the reason a lot of times why I do not mention that is because that was purposefully done, guys. Them, it was the that other trial of Robert Epstein, what's his name, Robert Epstein or whatever, and Ghislaine Maxwell, of Ghislaine Maxwell, was purposefully kept out of the media. It was done on purpose, but it was put out just enough so people kind of knew about it. And then this Johnny Depp trial. When, honestly, guys, when have you ever seen a trial like that? I mean, when a couple of actors, an actor and an actress, which tell you something. That was done on purpose, guys. It was put all over the media on purpose so that everybody could, see it or whatever. But more, but I think more as to mock the people that are awake, and to for them to see that, look at what we're doing. Um, Nobody care. Well, actually, a lot of people do care. They watched this trial. I mean, they really watched it. They were really into it. Um, but guys, I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's all staged, guys. It's all staged. These, you wouldn't believe how many people that are in the government, right, are just actors. They have connections to Hollywood. They're just, they all play a part, guys. That's all it is. They all play a part. They have roles. They play their part, and they're compensated for it. um, Another thing I was gonna mention was this thing with the gun control agenda. Um, it's become very apparent that they're really working hard, and this isn't new, right? But it seems like they're really working hard. They're really pushing this gun control agenda as much as they can. And if they ever do take away, or if they ever, honestly, guys, they don't got to come and take your guns. They don't have to come and take them. They don't have to confiscate them. Really, what it is what they'll do is they'll, little by little, they'll put in these policies, and laws, whatever, and they can go one by one and take people's guns away one by one on a case by case basis, little by little. People don't realize the power that they have, you know, as an individual. Just remember, guys, society, that's a made up word. It's not real. It's just it's just a word. It's not a real thing. Okay, society is not a real thing. um, for the good of society and the good of all, that's communist terminology. And and an individual is one person, right? It's somebody. Society is a construct. Okay, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And they try to push this communist, this society for the good of all. And I don't believe that. I don't I'm not down with that. um that's not true. Everything's supposed to be voluntary. Okay, these things that they talk about, that for the good of society, it's only to benefit them, and it pushes their agenda. Always remember that. And what I'm seeing right now, guys, is the purposeful destruction of America, and really the whole Western world. um Trying to bring in this green agenda, right? This sustainability and all that. They're trying to dismantle the old system and bring in this new system, when there's not, you're supposed to gradually, phase out the old and transition into the new. They're not doing that. They're doing it all by force, all at one time. But it's gonna only be for us, guys. Okay, it's not gonna be for them, for the ruling class, which is how I like to call them. So what I'm seeing right now, guys, is with the food and the energy, the oil, um, the self defense, and there was something else too. I mean, it that I was gonna say, um, the destruction of our food supply. Um, are they're trying to take away these things. They're taking away our ability to get these things, but they're also trying to take away our free will. Um, they're trying to they're changing our morals and our morality, and trying to flip it upside down, guys. And we're letting people that are nothing but scumbags, people are actually giving them authority over us, you know and you gotta say no. I don't give nobody authority over me. um it's a bunch of clowns, guys. A bunch of clowns are doing this. People that, if they were part of our community, you would not respect them, because they're those people. Those are the kind of people that you would not hang around with, because they're immoral, and they're they would be backstabbers. Those are the kind of people these people are. The ones that are in the supposedly calling the shots. You wouldn't give them the time of day in real life. um America's very sick, guys. It's very corrupt. It's rotten. It's right now, it's rotting. And and it's this war on us is very apparent. um Neverlosetruth had a very good video this morning that I just saw this morning. I don't know if she put it out this morning, but I'm gonna put it in the description. And talking about how, it's just a show. I mean, they're putting on a show for us, and I've always felt that way. I mean, when people say it doesn't make sense, and why are they doing this and that, and it's not supposed to make sense, guys. They're doing it because they can, and they know that most people don't even realize what they're doing. They're doing it because they want to do it. They know it's not that Joe Biden is retarded or stupid, and I'm sorry for using that term, but it's not that he's mentally ill or whatever. They know what they're doing. It's not it's not that they don't know or that they're making dumb decisions, or it's not that. Is that they're doing it for a reason. And so you gotta you gotta prepare, guys. Seriously, you have to prepare for what they're doing, and try to lessen the effects of that. You know, try to try to lessen the blow of what they're doing. Um, I don't see our people rising up together, because they're always trying to drive us apart. They're very good at that, at social engineering and psychology. They know what they're doing, and right now, guys, we are under attack. Plain and simple. It's very apparent. Um, and I know I forgot a couple of excuse me, a couple of things that they're taking away from us, that to prove that they're at war with us. But anyway, guys, on a brighter note, I wanted to let y'all know that I also, this weekend, I found some more fruit trees for our orchard. Um, since we had moved out there in the country, we had been planting fruit trees, but we had a goat named Charlotte, and um, she kept eating them. I mean, she would eat them to the point where they wouldn't go back again. So we I have a friend that has well, really, we call her our cousin, but she's such a close family friend from our childhood. But they have like a kind of like a refuge out there in Central Texas, and I'm sorry, Southeast Texas, a little bit. Um, sorry, southeast of San Antonio, and they gave her a good home over there, and so now we've been able to plant our little orchard. So we planted this weekend. We planted a Chinese plum tree, which is a favorite over here and where I live at. I planted a pear tree, which took us a while to find. Um, we finally planted our lemon and lime trees that we had in the planters, and we got a couple of avocado trees, a peach tree, and an apple tree. So, um, we're trying to get this going, but it's coming along, guys. The homestead's coming along. That's what we're gonna concentrate on, is our orchard. My wife also has some. She has a lot of cuttings, a lot of things in the little starter cups. A lot of vegetables and stuff. But yeah, guys. So we're preparing. We're keeping up with what's going on, of course. But at the same time, we're still keeping up with everything, but we're still doing things to. We're being proactive. We're getting prepared in case the food supply does get too expensive or gets cut off for whatever reason. Um, so it in a way, it's made a lot of us become aware of that we got to become more self-sufficient. So which really we should have been doing all along. Another thing, guys, uh, the money, the rest of the world is really like turning their backs on America, and I don't blame them. Um, America was all about business and really just bullying the world, and to keep whatever agendas they had going, whatever the I don't know. I mean, just America's all business, and they were protecting their interests. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna make another video later. I'll try to make some more. But I really, it's been really on my mind how it's become so apparent that um, we are under attack, and it's very blatant, guys. Like again, our food, our energy, um, our ability to protect ourselves, um, our ability to make our own decisions. They're trying to force everything on, trying to force their agenda on us, and it's tyranny. It's pure and simple. I mean, um, I just hope that there is enough people that will stand up and you know add to that our country's been, they opened the borders up, and there's a lot of foreigners in here, a lot of foreigners are here. A lot of fighting age males have been allowed into this country illegally. So it's just a lot to keep up with, guys. A lot going on. Um, just keep preparing and keep up with what's going on, because they'll tell you what's happening. They'll tell you what's coming, and really, if you can read between the lines, you can prepare. To me, it's very easy. I can see. I mean, they're telling you. You know what I mean? And I'm sure most of y'all know this. They are telling you what's coming, and it's kind of like they're giving you notice, but a lot of people don't pay attention. Anyway, guys, good talking to you. I'm gonna leave any relevant links in the description. Hope y'all have a great day. And by the way, guys, it's very hot here where I'm at. We've been having 100-degree days since this past weekend, and we're supposed to be having 100-degree plus weather for going all the way into next week. So stay cool, guys. Have your uh, energy, backup energy plans. Have them ready in case there's blackouts. So far, we haven't had any here in our city, not that I know of. Every once in a while, you'll see lights flicker, which is which are like which is our power grid being overloaded, overworked. But again, just be prepared, guys, and stay cool if you are out here in the Southwest or anywhere for that matter. Y'all just take care of yourselves. All right, guys, take care of each other and love each other out there. That's what we're here for. God bless.